Life Hacks Beyond Convention with Dee and Sonia.
Well, I guess I always thought a bit differently to the people around me, like my
Mm.
family and my friends. And so I think that was one of the things that made me second guess a lot of times what I thought was the right thing to do
Yeah.
because nobody else could see that or thought that was a good idea. Do you
Mm.
know what I mean? So if you think a little bit differently, it can take away your confidence.
Oh, because you're verbalizing it to others and they're giving you different feedback than you expect.
Well, no, more subtle than that, actually.
Okay.
I think what would happen is I'd think, oh, I'll go and do that, or oh, I'll do
Mm.
this. And then the feedback I'd get is, why the hell did you do that, Sonia? Like, that's really weird.
Oh,
Why would you
yes.
like that? How strange. What made you think of that? Where on earth did you come up with that idea from? Oh, you're just
Okay.
rebellious.
Oh,
And different
wow.
things like that. So then when you get
Mm.
that feedback, you start to think, well, because I'd know that, well, no, actually, I'm actually not a rebellious person, even though some people see
No.
me that way. I'm not at all. Like,
Mm.
I like authority structures. I like to know where I fit into that authority structure. Now, I don't always agree with those in authority above me,
Yeah.
um, and I, but I still respect those structures around me.
Mm.
Um, And yeah, so I always knew I wasn't actually a rebellious person as such, even though some people obviously saw me that way because that was feedback I
Mm.
got. That's what I got told.
Okay.
Um,
You
or you
just travel
buck
to
the
the beat.
system. You always want to buck the system. That was another one. You
Mm.
just want to buck the system. And it's like, well, no, it's not that I want to buck the system. It's that it was, why is the system there? I don't understand what that system's there for. And if that rule's there, like there
Mm.
must be a reason for it. And if there's no obvious reason for it, well, why the hell would I do it? So it wasn't
Yes.
actually that, yeah. So it wasn't actually that I wanted to buck the system or rebel. It was just, what's the purpose for that? And
You
if there
wanted to
is no good
understand.
purpose for it, then why on earth is it there?
Yeah.
And why do I
Yes.
need to do it?
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I get that, especially that last bit about it's almost that we want to deconstruct the system within our minds so that we understand it. And then, like you said, it's not rebellious, it's but that doesn't fit me, or it's yeah, there's no logical reason to do that step in a process or something, so
Mm.
just don't. Um,
Mm.
we're assessing things at a deeper level.
Mm.
Yeah, living life to the beat of a different drum.
Mm.
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 And yet, yeah. See, that's what got me the job at BHP Engineering because
It's being
they
able to
said,
think a little bit differently to the
yeah,
average.
they just said she's like she thinks in ways that we just haven't, yeah,
Mm.
sort of seen when they've been putting that level of staff through.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
and there's a benefit to having, because it usually means you've got strong problem solving skills. But the
Mm.
other thing that it means for some people, not everybody, but they often are the people that become the innovators of new systems, new ideas, new inventions,
Yep.
uh, all
Mm.
of that sort of thing as well.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. I struggled. My biggest challenge with this was studying economics because we
Mm.
walked into the first lecture and he said, we're going to teach you demand and supply and blah and blah. That's not how the real world works, but we're going to teach that to you anyway. And that was it. I was out. I was never going to be able to read the economics book. I may as well have just bailed then because
Mm.
it just, you want me to learn a whole heap of shit just so I can get a 51%. I just, yeah, as a complete block. Yeah.
Mm.
And then when I got the job at BHP Engineering, they just shifted me. I've worked for them for 3 years and learnt three completely different jobs in that 3 years.
Mm.
So, because I was able to learn the job, teach the next person, learn the new job, teach the next person, learn the next job. And yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, so it is a different thinking. And I think it is probably tied to neurodivergence. So,
Mm.
mm,
Mm.
and it's, yeah, I think you fit that bill very much so because of how we interact here with all
Well, the
the,
more I've learned about it, the more I would agree.